What the hell this ain't come on? Okay, y'all. Hey, y'all. I told y'all I'll be back in. I just cut the camera off and cut it back on. And yes, this is Don't Stop December. And I was supposed to do it last night, but with the whole fiasco, with the, with the site and it running slow, I was trying to help everybody that I can help. And if you have need any help or anything as far as your SCENTSY or whatever, help a sister, brother out or whatever, much love from KY@iCloud.com. If you're not following me on Periscope, much love from Nina. Facebook, much love from Nina. Twitter, much love from Nina. Instagram, much love from Nina. Okay? Okay? And if you feel you want to be a part, if you feel that you can handle motherfucking Thought Tuesday, bring it on, baby. On over the Periscope, honey, because we cuts up. But I'm telling you right now, don't come over that motherfucker trying to act any kind of, oh my God, it's too much. Bring your grown drawers, have your wine, and be ready, honey. We twerking and we doing it all. We're doing everything. Just a job. Let me tell you. Okay, let me go ahead and go into this American Horror Story because y'all gonna kill me. And this is Don't Stop December. I need to go back and put that in my titles or whatever. For those who are doing it with me, honey, just let me know. Leave your link below. I know I've seen a couple of my loves, well actually it's two, that is doing it along with me, but if you on the bandwagon and you didn't do Non-Stop November, come on, Don't Stop December, okay? Because I was gone so long and I felt like I needed to, really put some videos out, and some of y'all was like, bitch, you ain't doing enough videos. I'm trying to do that, okay? Trying to get back at it. Y'all, this lip is everything. I went for Vamp. Am I giving you Vamp plus size realness? And y'all, okay, so I'm trying to get my skin back in order, so today I exfoliated. I went too far. Hence, all this red, I went too far. I did. I told y'all I'm up to new tricks to get my shit back. But I have implemented the steam into it. So, alright. So let's get it. American Horror Story. Look, bite my damn ass because after I found out and I already knew it was him, but after that whole shit motherfucking went down, it was like, I could have just wrote that shit out myself. Like even if they was gonna put that shit in there, it shouldn't have been that predictable afterwards. Yeah, that's my little mic. Because I think it's kind of coming out a little loud. So anywho, so we find out that it's him. They tell him, the child, the vampirilla gets ran down. Which I'm like, how in the world can her baby vamp ass get ran down and die or whatever? But she's a vampire. She haven't been stabbed or whatever. But I guess because she ain't had no blood or whatever, I don't know. He watches that and the people are like, the truck driver gets out and he's like, she ran out, I couldn't stop. Everybody stopped and he's like, oh my God, and he's trying to find the killer. So he takes his happy ass to the motherfucking hotel and he's like, she told me that he's here, I want to know. Honey, Miss Elizabeth Taylor is still there trying to get her good self together, honey, after the love of her life had been drained and zapped, okay? After Miss Gaga gave the and cut his motherfucking throat, okay? So he's like, I really want to know, and I want to know where it's at. And then he had the nerve to try to grab up Elizabeth Taylor. Was like, I will cut your motherfucking throat, bitch. You don't want it with me. And I was like, yes, Elizabeth, in that ugly gown you got on today, because that gown was a hot ass mess. It was a hot ass mess. I mean, not that his character Elizabeth, like he's cooking down. I mean, but still, it was just something different. So he's like, I really want to know. Meanwhile, Miss Honey Cabbage is always motherfucking crying, needy ass bitch. She's like, you don't want to know or whatever. He's like looking because Elizabeth Taylor's like, okay, you want to know? All right. And so she takes him up to room 64, which now we know what the 225, how as it pertains to that time. is that was when old dude who got all the people in the building who happened to dinner date every month with the Gaga. That's when he died pretty much. Okay? So I'm like, okay. So he's like, where is he at in this room and yada yada yada. And she's trying to tell him you can turn back right now. Whoop whoop de wop. And he's like, nah, I want to know where he's at. And she, she begins to show him, after he opens that motherfucking vault and them damn hands in there for the 7 deadly sins and hands and tongues and teeth and, and they get this whole breakdown of this is from that, this is from this. And I'm like, okay, but nobody is really explaining to me in full what the fuck, what made him. Now, I said the ether was there or whatever, but I'm still like feeling like, so he's learning, he's like, oh no, and she tried to tell him to turn back and she touched his head and, he's getting all these memories back. He's remembering now. He's the one who did all of this and was brought in by the shade though. Here's the shade. Here's the shade. Just because the dude who was let go by the Gaga, he wants to spend time with the Gaga, he sees him because they go back and show in, 2010 when he went in there and old dude's like, you look like you need some more drinks or some shit. And I'm like, bitch, run. Bitch, run. Now, I'm wondering what the fuck drew him in to that fucking hotel. So he's like, I'm married, blah, 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 which I was like, why would you say, no, I'm not gay? He said, I'm married. Like, he done had a romp, and I was like, Y'all, and that is Turkey. What is it? T-O-I-O-T or whatever. I'm going to tell you about that down, coming up. No sugar, no nothing, honey. It's supposed to help, and it has been helping, okay? So, okay. They go upstairs, gonna have a good time. He knocks on the door, and why is it the motherfucking door? Why is it the room where the Gaga and the damn homicidal, murderous ass motherfucking killer is in? The killer ghost. He knocks on the door, he's like, who is that would be at the door and this and that and other? So the dude was like, I brought somebody up that I think, more or less, he's the one setting it up. Well, really, he motherfucking went to that door because he wanted the Gaga to be brought out of there. And so he can go have a romp with her. Honey, that motherfucking rotten, stinking ass 1920s pasted face bitch. He got in old dude's head, was telling him this and that, and he was getting some drinks and, the whole way just coasting him through as it went on as they told shit. Just coasting him into this, and he's like, talking about, in the world, wouldn't you like, just telling him to do these things or whatever, helped him along to do these things as if they was done all in the right. And when the motherfucker said he's too in control, that's when I knew he was the one. That kind, anything can send him the fuck over. So in the midst of that, he done got pictures, and this is when we find out why him and Gaga have the history. This is all about the history, because I'm thinking maybe he was a vampire also too, or whatever, really was a brother at some point, I don't know. That's when you find out that the motherfucking ghost told them to get pictures, and he got kids, and he was like, showed him that, therefore she went and stole the son. This gives him hype. At one point, the motherfucker then, the ghost then said, look at this man, he came in here one night, let me tell you, with a child. But then there was no resemblance at all. So basically saying that the guy was a pedophile or whatever. And so he goes to his house and shit. Now this is how he's getting him. Because he's telling him, injustice, we just hate it. Well, bitch, you are talking to a fucking ghost homicidal killer. Who tried to, they named all the killers' names and stuff, Gacy, all of them. And your ass went and killed this man or whatever, and, for his other sin, other than that, because it was like, well, really there was no, he didn't touch him or whatever, you know. So then, I'm sorry y'all if I got dark on y'all. He done killed, brutalized, and killed this man. And then it's just so on and so forth with these motherfucking pictures that making him go out there. And then the last draw was when the son was taken. And that was to get him, and you know, not the last draw, but that got him enraged. And that's what set the motherfucking tone. Then the motherfucker been screwing the bitch. The supreme bitch been screwing that hoe for the longest. He said that bitch had an empty asshole, a bottomless ass. I said, oh, funky loose coochie bitch. You know, that every time you turn around, they screwing, and she's in the shower hand, and he's lifting, and they screwing up a motherfucking storm, but he's still married. You know, and it's like I would have never thought about, but when I went in there, I would have, and then I'm just like, what the fuck? Then when they had him in the motherfucking trance, when the Gaga did get the picture and shit, or whatever, when she was like, nah, he's not the one. I don't think he's going to do it. I'm like, what the fuck? What did he have that had him in the trance? Was it the ether? Was it the shit that they was drinking? Is it in there? Because I know it's something. That whole shit, the play on the ether, I'm assuming that's what it is. So this motherfucker, he goes out and he's telling his story when he's ready to turn himself in to the cop, to the black cop. He wants to tell him and yada yada, this and that and other. He's going on and explaining it, and then, you know, you already got the pieces from where she was showing him what he done, but you know, he's talking through this shit. He's the one telling that he done this. Then when he's fucking the gutless ass thirsty coochie bitch, they watching TV, he sees this TV evangelist, and you know, the shit just keeps him going and wanting him to do shit. You know, then when the motherfucker found out that the guy said, well, your wife called me, he said, you had coffee with my wife? Nothing else that he said down on him that she's concerned with you. You had coffee. Then he went and fucked that bitch to death because he's like, the motherfucker don't want to give me no time but go and have coffee with him. Fucking you and having coffee, trying to see what's going on with you is two different things. Bitch, you a murderous killer. Anyway, as they going on, this motherfucker ends up stabbing the fuck out of the dude. You know, because he had the coffee, and then the dude said, she's too good for you. Was she fucking him the whole time? I'm like, oh, hell no. There's the child that laid on the motherfucking slab, and I'm thinking she's going to end up killing the dude, the black dude with the bitch. You know, I'm like, what? Then he goes back to the hotel with bits and pieces, I guess, where he done killed the black dude. He got the bag, and LePew was like, oh, now you remember this and that and other's like, you know, I never know, looking in your eyes, and you can walk right out of here and all of that. And you know, this bitch, she must have had a good cup of blood or some shit. Then come to find out that the bitch, the crazy bitch who died getting thrown out the window, she done told this child who's on the slab, who been with him the whole time, to follow him. Like, what? Meanwhile, I'm wondering where the fuck Bernard is, about Valmue somewhere. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't, y'all. And I could have wrote this shit out myself after it was said that he was it. But I knew that motherfucker was it. I knew he was fucking it. But I don't like how it played out. You know, so I'm a little on the edge with they asses. So y'all tell me what the fuck y'all think, how that shit sat with y'all. It didn't sit too good with me. It really didn't. I was looking for something else. And where the fuck is Angela Bassett and the two motherfuckers that was living in the walls and shit? And come to find out, the bitch that cleaned the sheets is cleaning the shirt. Like, I can't, y'all. Tell me what y'all think about this shit. I really want to know. Leave that shit below. I was disappointed. Okay? Just real talk. Alright, much love. I'm out of here, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow on Don't Stop December. And I am going to talk about Empire. I might come back in and do that. I might do that. So I'm out. Much love.